Hey guys, someone messaged me that they were having trouble taking apart the P89. Now I assumed that they had seen my P89 disassembly video, so I realized that the video was probably not as in-depth as it should have been, because it was more of just demonstration, not really walking through it. So that's what this is going to be, is more of a walkthrough than a demonstration. So first, just take out the magazine, make sure it's unloaded. Check the chamber, there's nothing there. Okay, decock the hammer. And then first thing you do is open it, and right in here there's a little notch. I don't know the name of it, but you push that down, close the slide, and then this is the problem that he said he had, was taking the slide off and opening the slide release. And what you got to do is, with this little button right here, the easiest way that I found to do is put your hand on the slide like you're gonna push it back, and then put your middle finger or index finger on the slide release button, and then you just push the slide back about a centimeter and then put pressure on it. Now a lot of the times people push it back too far. If it's too far to the front or too far to the back, it won't open. It's got to be perfect. So you push it back a little bit, put the pressure on it, and since I've done this so many times, I get it right almost every time. But if it's your first time doing it, you'll probably have to push it forward and back a little bit, try to get it. But the button's only about a centimeter in diameter. It's not very big, so probably a little less than that. But that's how far you're going to have to be wiggling it. You're not going to have to slide it all the way back and forward. So just put some pressure forward or into the gun on the release button, and then push backwards. Now what I did there, see, it's pushed in now. What I did there was I put constant pressure on it, I pushed the slide back, and then I felt that it wasn't going in, so I pushed it forward a little bit. So what you got to do there is just find the spot where the hole is on the slide release, and then I just put a little more pressure back and pull out the slide release. Then from there, once you got this, you just push the slide forward. Hold on. There, it's just a little, I haven't cleaned it since I shot it last, so and then right here, the spring, just push this forward. Be careful because it is a spring, so it's gonna shoot back if you let it go. So you push it forward and then up, and this will spring out. So because there's tension on it once it's in there. So then take that out. This just slides off that. And then the barrel, which will look like this, you have to push it forward a little bit. Actually, I'm noticing that you have to push it up just barely too. So you go like this, push it up, and then forward. And then that will just come all the way forward. So then you pick it up again, and then bring it out. So that is the full disassembly of the P89. From there, put it back together. Just slide this in at about that angle until it can't go in anymore, and then just drop it in, and then it will be out a little bit. Then just push it back, and then keep it like face down or faced up, whichever way you look at it, but so that the barrel doesn't slide forward. Because if you go like this, well, now it's not going to do it, but if you move it around while it's like this, the barrel's going to fall through again. So then just put this back together. The spring doesn't matter which way you put it in, at least on the P89, but some of them they do. So just so that you know that. And then right here on the bottom part, just push this in and then put pressure on it, and then from there it will lock onto that. And make sure that this little circle. Sorry, I don't know all the pieces or names of the pieces, but just make sure that's up. It won't be down if this is on it, but before you put this in, make sure it's up. And then just line this right here, these little notches up with this right here, just like this, and then push it back to where this little dot right there is matched up just in the center of the square, and then push this in. Be careful not to scratch it. These aren't very delicate guns, you know, they can take a fair beating, but you know, you want to keep it in good condition. And then from there, you put the magazine in the mag well, which will push up that other piece, and then it's all done. But I always go like that anyways, just to make sure that everything's working properly. Safety, and there you go. So thanks for watching, and feel free to ask any questions that you have.